Hello everyone. I got into my hands such a battered box, which is more than 30 years old. And what's inside here? Judging by the name, I suspect that there is a clock here. But this watch is disassembled, because it is a constructor. That is, this is a set of assembled a clock with your own hands. And I am very interested to see if all the parts are in place, as well as in what condition they are. Will it be possible to assemble this constructor now after 30 years from the date of its manufacture? Let's take a look. So, the most interesting moment. What is inside this box? It will be a watch case. A weight for a watch. There's a whole set of gears here. The pendulum. There are arrows. Screwdriver and key for assembly. The dial is still in fairly good condition, although there are chips. But overall it looks good. Serdobsky Watch Factory. Another gear. There are screws and nuts here. But there are no assembly instructions. Therefore, I will try to collect these hours by trial and error. But since the design is simple and there are not very many details, I think that everything will work out. But this is if all the details are available. I'll start with the clock mechanism. Because if there are not enough parts here, then there will be no point in continuing the assembly. And here's another gear. This gear is likely to be on this side. It looks like this one is from here too. Most likely, like this. It won't work that way. But this is quite possible. Well, there is a beginning. The gears are turning. This gear must be fixed with a locking ring. I hurried with the locking ring. Now it does not allow you to put on this gear. Then let's do this. And this detail is obvious from here, because there's no more room to fix it. Works. The mechanism works. This detail remains. So far, I do not know where it is attached. There is a small loop in the case here. Maybe it's from here. But why is it necessary? A pendulum should be attached here. So it will not look very nice. Perhaps this wire holds the pendulum. I now want to bend this wire so that it will not be visible later because of the dial. This part of the pendulum has a very shabby look. Now I'll try to do something about it. Now the paint will dry, and then I will apply a couple more layers. And now you can continue to collect the watch. Now I'm going to hang a weight here. The clock is already ticking, but the pendulum is missing. Without it, the clock is, of course, very fast. At this stage, a certain problem has arisen. The clock is running properly, but I can't get it to start. That is, I can't pull the opposite edge of the chain so that the weight goes up. The chain is blocked. What is the reason for this? I don't know yet. If you have any assumptions and guesses about this, then be sure to write about it in the comments. Well, I'm going to try to figure out what the problem is. I had to completely disassemble the whole mechanism to understand how it works. As it turned out, this part starts the clock. This is a ratchet wheel. But due to age, it has practically ceased to function. It is impossible to scroll it with your fingers now. It works like this. In this direction, it does not rotate and rotates the clock mechanism. And when rotating in this direction, the watch can be wound up. Now I will lubricate the mechanism, and it will be possible to put everything back together. Well, now I can spin this ratchet even with my hands. By the way, while I was messing with this ratchet mechanism, I realized what this part is for. When I assembled the watch for the first time, I bent it at my discretion. But obviously this is wrong. It is most likely going to be like this. The mechanism is here. This part goes right here, into this bracket. And then it is attached to that loop at the top of the box. That's the way. This part of the pendulum has dried up. Let's put it back in place. That's it, the clock is assembled. Now I'm going to hang them on the wall, and we'll look at them in the work. The clock works without any complaints. It was very interesting and informative to collect such walking clocks, and thanks to this, at least temporarily, return to the past. This concludes this video. If you liked it, then don't forget to subscribe to the Invexlab channel so as not to miss new videos and new homemade ones. I thank you for watching and bye.